it's not about how much money you make only. It's about how much money you keep. The money goes from the impatient to the patient. And most people, unfortunately, they are impatient. Some people are making it. Okay, if other people are not making it, maybe there's something wrong, not with the industry by itself, maybe with me. When you predict that there is crisis coming, you start getting investment that you want from the beginning, not when it's up.
Yeah.
Because you have to predict something and act when nobody thinks that it will happen. Now everybody will see, gold will go to 6,000, gold will go. It's easy to predict or to say, but how to take it from the beginning. So in order to identify a bullish trend, you have really to...
Welcome, TTP traders, to another podcast here from the studio Limassol. Today we have with us Abdallah Harfouch. Very nice that you are here, man.
Thank you. I'm really glad to be here. The weather is amazing. We met together in the expo and it's really nice.
Absolutely.
We are so happy to be here now in the Trading Pit office here in Limassol.
The doors are always open for our traders and affiliates and for everyone who wants to visit. So great that you make use of this. We have prepared a very interesting topic for you today. We are speaking about bullish and bearish markets, how to detect them, and how you as a prop trader can benefit from these from the knowledge that Abdallah is going to bring to you today. So Abdallah, first of all, let's talk a bit about yourself, about your experience. You are in the markets already for a very long time. You're with the Trading Pit for a very long time. Give us an overview. What are you doing? What is your specialty?
Actually, when you talk about trading, it's my passion. Since I was like 17 years old, I watched a movie called Limitless.
I know that.
And this guy who got the pill and the brain started to work 80%.
I wanted to have the pill as well.
Yeah, me too. Like I was always thinking how he's making the calculation, traveling the world. And I visualized myself in a way like, oh my God, I want to be in this world of money, of growth, personal growth, mindset growth, and to grow all over the world, to have a business international. I was still 17 back then, but I had this vision. And then we had in our company, in our country, a company. Obviously it was a scam later on. So, but I started back then and I learned no, I have to learn everything. Without getting only predictions or forecasts or signals or whatever it is from anybody, without me understanding what's happening. Knowledge for me was something very important. So then I started to learn. Of course, I failed many times. I lost a lot of money, to be honest. It wasn't easy. Back then it was many times I wanted to quit, but always I had this sound in my mind. He was always like, some people are making it in the financial market, and why you are not from these people? And this what kept me all the time, okay, if some people are winning, and my role model was Warren Buffett, especially in the investment world, this all-time investor, and I was like, some people are making it. Okay, if other people are not making it, maybe there's something wrong, not with the industry by itself, maybe with me, with the way I trade. So then updates, you have an iPhone 6, an 8,
absolutely,
14, 16, whatever it is. And then we started to upgrade our skills, and I understood that it takes time. And then now, once we became profitable, once we became more knowledgeable, and now we are spreading this more and more for our community, for the people around us. And this is what mainly we do when it comes to financial education, for personal finance, and then investment education, where people really can start having the solutions.
That's awesome. Yeah, you are here in Limassol, and you already mentioned Saturday, tomorrow is going to be a big event. So that's also something, gathering the community, learning together, sharing knowledge as well, right?
True. Because I remember one quote I heard, I saw. It was it's not about how much money you make only. It's about how much money you keep. So people sometimes make a lot of money, but they don't know how to manage it, how to grow it, how to really multiply it. This is very important. And then you have the wealthy people who have at least 6 to 8 streams of income, not only one stream of income. So I was all the time studying these people, what they do in real estate and financial market, building their businesses, not only one business, and growing here and there. So yes, this is what we teach people mainly. So it's not only about just even making the money, but managing it. And it's not only about managing the money, it's about make it to manage it. If you don't make money, how you can manage it?
Absolutely. And knowledge is a very big thing there, like you said. I mean, we all started with looking at the charts. And today is a topic that is very interesting for a lot of people because the market is so different in different asset classes right now. When you look at gold, we just see one direction for months and months, right? When you look at the Forex pairs, it's this typical waves of up and down movement. So we want to speak a bit about the bullish and the bearish markets and how can traders, prop traders from the trading pit detect these kind of market conditions? What is the best way of doing that?
Look, for me, there's a lot of ways. Each one has their own strategy or system. For me, I make it simple. So, there is one time I heard from my mentor one sentence, it stayed here in my mind, which is simple scales, fancy fails. So the more you make things simpler, the more you make it easier to predict, to understand. So when it comes, let's say we're talking about gold or whatever it is. So since 2008, 2017, tomorrow we'll show it. We predicted that the gold will go from 1,350 until 2,500 and potentially 3,000, 3,500 in the next 6 years, 7 years. Why? As an investment. Because first I used the Elliott waves a lot.
Okay.
The Elliott wave strategy, where you have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We were at the 4, and then we expected the long fifth wave. And I combine it as an economist, because also I'm an economist. I combine it with the cycles of the market, the economy cycles. And at the same time, what can happen fundamentally with the news, with what happens and the world, and the world. So that's why when I watch the economy, the world economy, it gives me insights about the silver, the gold, the Bitcoin. That's why our investors since 2 years till now, and our investors call, they are buying silver, gold, Bitcoin. And you understand what will happen. Absolutely. Also now, this is the bullish market. So now you understand that no, there is the bullish market happening. There is the crisis is going more and more to intensify. When you predict that there is crisis coming, you start getting the investment that you want from the beginning, not when it's up. Because you have to predict something and act when nobody think that it will happen. You got my point? That's why this is how you catch it from the beginning. Now everybody will say, gold will go to 6,000, gold will go. It's easy to predict or to say, but how to take it from the beginning? So in order to identify a bullish trend, you have really to identify it in 2 ways. One, the normal trend line, when it starts to go up, when it goes up and go down a little bit and then go up, you can identify a weekly chart or a daily chart for the long term, mainly weekly and monthly chart. And then after this, you use the Elliott wave strategy. Why? In order to predict the smaller bullish and bearish, because the gold didn't go one way up from 1,300 till 3,000. It's retracing, even sometimes 50%. It's a down. It's on the daily and the 4 hours, and even it's a down move for the wave 4 or for the wave 2, whatever it is. So the trend was bearish, the smaller trend inside the bigger trend. Now also here you have to go between the time frames. So sometimes you have a big bullish trend. This is where you go for the investment. And then inside this big bullish trend, you have you have bullish, bearish trend, bullish, bearish, but always the bearish are less than the bullish. So it retraced 36, 50, 61.8, even 70%, but it does not break the big trend.
Because the fundamentals are strong for the next leg up.
True.
Right? So
True.
As long as that is in line.
Totally the opposite when it comes to when Trump came in January. On 20th of January, he had the speech when he got into the White House. And then in this speech, he was talking about, I'm going to reduce the inflation for the American citizen, and I want to stop the war between Ukraine and Russia. For me, fundamentally, without even checking technically how he can do this, he will have to reduce the oil price for the American citizens to be happy. So they need the oil and gas to go down. And then to pressure Russia and to pressure Ukraine has to reduce the price of oil. So with the sanctions, with everything, so they will not be able to fuel the war more and more. Beside many other things. Then we went to the technical part, and it was breaking again, having the high, lower high, breaking on the daily, breaking on the weekly, and starting 76 per barrel, we took on the 21st of January.
You know it by day. That's incredible.
By day. And then it started to go down until $20 per barrel. Many people in 4 or 5 months, they made a lot of profits. Now, when the war started again, close everything. It's in the Middle East.
Yes.
The oil should go up.
Yes.
And then we close it.
Absolutely.
And
that's what we see right now.
Yeah, and that's what happened. So between the news, especially for commodities, between the news and the technical, you will be able to do the best combination, especially technical analysis. If you have the right strategy, and then it's a price. And the price includes everything. It includes the news, it includes the fundamentals, it includes the hurricanes, it includes everything.
Absolutely.
So when you study the chart in the right way and combine it with the fundamental, wow, the result will be great. But something very important to understand, and this is my mentor, Warren Buffett, like said it before when he was interviewed. They didn't have podcast back then. He was like on an interview, and the reporter asked him like, how it comes to become for you to be like that long-term investor who wins all the time at some point. He said, in the world of investment, the money goes from the impatient to the patient.
Yes.
And most people, unfortunately, they are impatient.
Yes.
They take the position. Once they make the first blue, $10, $50, boop, they close it. If they make a trade, boop, they keep it.
Yeah.
And they become investors, from a day trader to investor, because he's stuck in a position.
Absolutely.
So that's why patience is something very important, because without patience, mastering your emotion and doing the right risk management, all the predictions will not become money.
Absolutely.
It will stay a prediction.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a different episode where we spoke about risk management and also risk to reward. Just to summarize what you've just mentioned, coming back to the tools you identify or you are using for these for these trends and in the market. So you talked about Elliott wave is something you utilize. The Fibonacci retracement might also be something.
And the indicators, the CCI and Williams percentage are once they are oversold or overbought, and they did the divergence.
Okay, so using indicators as well in your analysis.
Not any indicators.
Yes.
Most of the people use RSI, MACD, ADX, blah, blah, blah. All these, I tried them.
Okay.
But this combination of these two indicators, the CCI and Williams percentage are, beside these things, the Elliott waves and all these, it's a full system. You got my point?
Yeah.
Once you have 4 out of 6 confirmations I take, now I confirm that the trend technically has reversed, and I push with it the fundamentals.
Okay. So yeah, there are tools that people can use. You have found your tools. I think at the end of the day, it's important, you back test and you find your own way how it works. There's a lot that works, right?
And that's what we put it in our SATs, the Simplified Abdallah Trading Strategy. Yeah, I teach it for our alpha traders, our community, and they trade based on it, and the result is there.
That's awesome. So we've spoken about the bullish trend. Obviously, bearish is kind of the exact same, but in the opposite. What is very interesting for a lot of traders out there is consolidating markets. How do you deal with the consolidation? Because obviously it can't always go up or down.
True.
How do we deal with these market situations?
Look, you will be a little bit astonished with what I say, but when the market is stagnating, I'm out.
Okay.
Sometimes I don't trade for 1 month when it comes to intraday trade. Now we move to the next strategy. I created a new strategy that will keep generating income for me on a daily basis, or 2 days or whatever, which is scalp. You know it.
Yes,
the US 30, the Dow Jones.
Utilizing these moves within a range,
yes,
right?
So when I scalp, it doesn't involve in news because it's a very short period.
Yeah.
It doesn't involve like any potential manipulation in the market because it's very small time frame. So when I scalp, and this is for many people, it's very risky. So, but okay, in the first year and 2 years, especially first year, it was so hard for me. I lost a lot of money in the scalp. Why? Because I was learning it. But once I created these 4 rules, now every single day we go when the market, even when the market is stagnating. So I scalp every single day with almost now 3,000 people all over the world. So you know the community already with us. We're already discussing even on the trading pit. Yeah,
Absolutely.
So we go every single day. We go live. I put every single day, even a video on the story. So the consistency, we have been there for 3 years and something.
Yeah.
And we are scalping. So this is how we make, when the market is stagnating, I feel like I have to be like a little bit far from the market. But let me be honest, not all the pairs stagnate.
Yeah.
Because now, for example, since Trump came, for me, the currencies on the short term, it's stagnating. I don't like it a lot. But the oil, the gold, silver, they are not stagnating. So we stop trading with the currencies. We focus on this.
Yeah.
The scalp is all the time, all the year. But for these, especially with the intraday trades or the swing trade and even position trade, in these moments, we focus on the pairs that are not like stagnating at some point, because the strategy works on all these. But we have alpha traders and traders that they are focusing each one on a pair, so we can identify which pair is really moving in the right way, or the other pair there's no volume, whatever it is. And we wait once the stagnation is done, because after every stagnation the market will go up, go down again. Then we move with the trend, because for me the trend is your friend. You cannot go without the trend. So I wait the trend. Once I have a bullish trend, I buy. Once I have a bearish trend, I sell. Before, when I still was like at the beginning, when the market is going down, I was used to buy. And when it goes down, I buy. It goes down, I buy. And I have 70% drawdown. And thanks God, now we have the trading pit with the proper these rules, because it obliges people to follow a certain guide. It obliges people to follow certain guidance and rules for the risk management, because you cannot go in a market and put like open stop loss, or it's not a trading anymore. It's gambling.
So I think something very important that we've just learned is also that you can adapt your strategy to certain instruments, right? This is what you said right now. You know, like when there are consolidating markets, I rather tend to look for trending markets, right? Because my strategy is stronger in these kind of market areas. You also mentioned from a bullish to a bearish trend. Give us some examples on your work. How do you identify a change in these market conditions? What do you look for? We have a bullish trend and the trend changes. When do you say, okay, we have an actual trend change?
First, when I said about the CCI and William percentage R, and even this change, if the Elliott waves, for example, the 5 waves are done, we have a reversal. At the same time, we have a reversal and a divergence on the weekly chart and daily chart of the pair on the CCI and William percentage R, and then we have a breaks with the price action, a breakdown. So I told you like 4 out of 6 confirmations. It pushed me more to be convinced that okay, now we are starting to reverse. But when I have these confirmations, I move forward to the fundamentals to make sure that it's there. Not only technical, because maybe everything is amazing in the technical, but we have a news coming. We have something that will make all this mess again, and it will continue up instead of reversing and going down. So I make sure also, of course, there's nothing 100% guarantee, but at least to have my quality trade. When I talk about trade, I need a quality trade.
Not the timing, right? Also the timing needs to be right.
True. So I check, is it everything good? For example, last time we had all the confirmations on gold that it was going to reverse down. But then the war is starting. When they start to threaten, I was like, guys, let's wait a little bit, because I'm not really convinced with the gold going down to start with the sell. Let's see what will happen in fundamentals. And then it started again, and then started to go up, and then down now. Now it's down. I don't know why, but then we wait. So at these moments, I wait. A real trader, like, doesn't have to trade every single moment. Some people feel like I have this anti-5, I have to keep trading every single time. No. You cannot create a trade. You have to take a trade from the market. Some people create a trade because they are thirsty for a trade. They feel bored, like it's been 2 days or 1 day, I didn't see a trade. It seems to be a trade, let's take it. No, it's not like this. It's about you really logically, not emotionally, but really like logically and scientifically finding a real opportunity and then grab it in the market. And be patient, consistent, while working on a real plan. Without a plan, nothing can work. Not a marriage, not a company, even not a trade.
Absolutely. You were in the markets for a while. You've established your infrastructure. You know exactly what you're looking for in the markets. You have a checklist. Yeah. If step 1, 2, 3 works out for me, I enter a trade.
Cool.
When we look at the trading pit, like traders who come to us who are starting out or in the beginning phases, what would you say? How should they start to build their strategy when it comes to identifying the trend, when it comes to looking for fundamentals? How was it for you at the beginning? How would you advise our traders?
First, one of the biggest advice, because I'm really happy that the trading pit is here, not because we are here sitting, people know that you are working already together, but I say this every single day to my community. Because before I was begging people to have discipline in trading. Now, maybe because of our way of life, when we were like kids, we went to school and then to university and then to a job, and usually we don't have internal control. Always the control should be from outside.
Yeah.
So there's no self-discipline, mainly. Most of the time it's external discipline. So here with the trading pit, I'm glad that especially newbies, people starting new, they have external discipline. Otherwise, they will lose their funded.
Absolutely.
So, and they will lose money, but big amount of money if they have the 200 or two account of 200. So now they will become, okay, let's wait, let's really follow the rules. So for me, without following the rules, you will not be able to make it. And the rules that the trading pit put, it's really like rules between all the industry. These are rules that really help a person to become real trader with the consistency, because you cannot trade by sometimes winning big time, sometimes losing half of the account. You have to be consistent. You have to trade. There is no time frame to pressure the person. Because when there is no time frame, people will feel, okay, I will get the quality trade. I will not like have to trade fast for 2 months until I make it. And this is a good sign, because sometimes you have red flags, sometimes you have green flags.
Absolutely.
So that's why for me, everything is so far green flags in the trading pit. Then people, they have to follow the rules of not losing more than 4% per day. And for me, my rule for my community, you cannot lose more than 1% per day. So if someone loses 4% per day, you are gambling. And then 7% even, I know that you have the 5% and 10%, but even I don't look up to it because it's too much, 10%, you got my point? So even 7% for your whole account, okay, maybe at some point, like you can go 4% from the whole account. If by something happening, you had 3 or 4 consecutive days, you lost 1% each day. But after this, you have to stop and you have to check again, is it something wrong with my strategy? If the market is not good, let's stop a while so the market get back to normal. If my strategy is wrong because I'm losing 4 times consecutive 1% a day, it's something wrong. Then you have to stop. Then you start growing the account step by step. You identify the best trade, you follow the best plan. Without a plan, you cannot go to trading. And this is very important, I always say it. The challenge phase. Some prop firms give the opportunity for people to put robots and to pass the challenge. Some other people start to take money from people to pass the challenge. And I tell them, guys, they are dumping you.
It's not sustainable, right?
Why? Because the challenge was made as a test of your strategy. Because once you pass the challenge in the right way, you have to keep doing the same strategy for all your life to keep the funded. Otherwise, you will lose it back. Many people passed their funded and then they lost it. Why? Because they passed it with a little bit of luck. Here, for me, there is zero room for luck when it comes to a plan. You have to be consistent. You have to be full focused, and you must have a plan. You cannot pass your funded, and the most important part, you cannot sustain your funded account for a long period if you don't have a strong plan that you will test in your challenge part, and then you keep duplicating this system for long term.
Absolutely.
It's like getting your driving license. You cannot get your driving license without passing the test. If you pass some countries, they do it. If they give you the driving license without passing the test because you paid, well, an illegal way,
you will crash.
And then you will crash your car, you will have an accident. So that's always better to pass a test, to learn what's really important, and then after it, go continue with the same plan. This is my message for the new people. Always have a plan and continue with the same plan for the future.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That sounds interesting, because I also believe we are a proving ground for our traders, right?
True.
We set the framework, the traders can prove themselves, they can test. You don't need to go with 1%, 2% per trade. At the beginning, start small, get your strategy right, build a step-by-step. Absolutely. Absolutely. So Abdallah, it's been awesome speaking to you. Where can people find you, and where can they learn more about your strategy when they want to?
Now they can find me in Limassol. I'm in the office. No, actually, like we are building a global community. For me, it's a global movement, not only a trading community, because we are focusing on the financial literacy and investment education mindset, because nothing can be done without mindset, even trading. And trading for me is one of the most important solutions as investment, as trading and daily trade, position trade, whatever it is. So they can find us on our website, eaugroup.co or ecolearnerflavorsgroup.com. They can find me on Instagram at Abdallah.Harfouch. Be careful, it's only the verified one, because 60 fake accounts almost I spotted. So if someone asks you for money, I don't talk to anyone personally. I don't initiate a conversation with anyone on the social media. So directly it's a scam. And only the Instagram, we are so active on Instagram and Facebook when it comes to the verified account. And we are always ready to help when it comes to really willing to go into this industry, especially the financial market, in the super right way, as becoming a real trader, consistent trader for the future. But if you come to us, you have to be consistent. In your mind, you have to understand that it needs skills. For me, it's a high-paid skill. And the skill cannot be done in 1 month or half months or something. Even if you want to copy trade, the risk management idea, the emotions part, everything.
It's not your idea, it's someone else's idea, and you never know what he does in the back end.
So you have to increase these skills. What are the skills? Not the technical and fundamental only, because someone can do the analysis for you. It's the risk management, mastering your emotion, being consistent, working on a plan. This is what you need to develop, and this needs time.
Absolutely.
This skill needs time in the future, 6 months, 12 months. So it's normal. We go to university for 4 or 5 years. By paying, not even by what if we can do it in 6 months, 1 year, start to cash out real money.
Absolutely. So I think it is very nice that you guide your people and give them your experiences from the past. Guys, you've heard it today. It was all about, the markets experiences, also a very nice topics of mindset. So we speak about a lot of things, fundamentals, technicals, about indicators that you can use, the Elliott wave that you can look further into to find out how long is the market trending. I think Abdallah gave us a very good overview of all of this, and we can't wait to have you here for the next episode. All the best.